Okay guys, time for another exciting announcement. At the beginning of this year I opened my web shop, the Scale Modeling Channel shop, and now I'm going to add an addition to that shop, and that is manufacturing my own parts. Now I am not capable of designing anything in 3D, so for that I will be using the help of a couple of friends, which you will see later on in the video. I'm going to be printing their parts and selling them in my shop. They will all be added to the shop page and will be available there. Again, more on that a bit later on in the video. Now, in order to do all of this, I am going to be using a Elegoo resin printer. Over a year ago, Elegoo came out with a Saturn, and then most recently they have upgraded it to the Saturn S, doing a couple of changes, improving the machine pretty well, and now even more recently they came out with the Elegoo Saturn 2. As usual, Elegoo packages their printers really well, adds a lot of stickers on top of it to make sure that the couriers take a really good care of it and not damage it during shipping. But luckily, not only the outside has been protected pretty well, on the inside it has a lot of foam and hard borders around all the edges so that the machine stays nice and safe on the inside, even if the package is not handled as carefully as it should be by the delivery guys. So during the unboxing you can see all of this packaging and the printer is fully unharmed. Let's get it unboxed and set it up to start printing. Quick side note, don't forget to take the carbon filter out of the plastic bag so it actually can do its job. The printer has now been set up, the bed has been leveled, the screen has been tested, and it is working, so it's time to insert the USB stick and print the test parts. Or not, because I don't need another rook. I'd rather have a couple sets of wheels and risk it on the first try, I guess. Living on the edge. Fill the vat up with some resin, press play, and wait a couple of hours until the parts are finished. Now in my case I did not take enough time and I did not properly level the bed, so I had a little bit of a failure, and therefore I used the tank clean function just to remove anything from the print or from the FEP film that wasn't supposed to be there, re-level the bed and try it again to have a successful print for the most part. There was a small mistake in the file, so one of the wheels did not print further than the adhesion part to the bed, but no big deal, that can be reprinted again next time. So this first run of wheels, or actually this second run of wheels, came out pretty much perfectly. No imperfections on the wheels whatsoever, super nice and clean crisp prints. With the first set completed, it was time to move into the slicer, slice up the second set, and in this case it's a set of Porsche wheels. Now these came in a variety of sizes from 19-inch all the way down to 15-inch and were all available on Ollie Fizzle's Cult 3D page. Everything will be linked in the description down below, and they will also all be available on the Scale Modeling Channel webshop. The reason I decided to go with a Saturn II is because it is one of the newest machines, therefore it has the newer and better technology in it and is a lot more reliable in the long run. Not only that, it has of course a pretty big print bed. It can print very high prints, a little bit of width and depth as well, and for my specific purposes with these wheels, it can print a lot of wheels at the same time. I can print up to 7 different wheel sets with 4 wheels in each set at one time, and that can speed up production a lot, specifically if you're going to go for a high production run of various different wheels or just one wheel, and you can print 7 sets in about 10 hours depending on the settings you have in the printer and the layer height you're going for. With these wheels you have been seeing and will be available on the web shop, I am going for a 0.01 millimeter layer height, meaning that you pretty much cannot see the layers, and these parts are absolutely ready to use straight out of the printer after cleaning and curing. All of the incredibly fine details around the lugs and even the center cap on the wheel are visible. From start to finish, this wheel is pretty much perfect. Onto the next one, you can even see the Abarth logo on that center cap is highly detailed, and thinking of it, it is just a couple millimeters wide and has no imperfections, layer lines, or even pixels to be shown due to the high quality of the screen and the high quality of print output this machine can do. So now that you know a little bit about the printer, how it works, and the output of parts it produces, I will be leaving links in the description down below to Elegoo where you can purchase all of these. And now let's move on to what I will be offering in my web shop for you to purchase. Now I'm collaborating with a couple of my friends. First of all, Ollie Fizzle. He has created a lot of wheel sets, just some standard and a couple of aftermarket wheel sets to upgrade your standard kits. And he has produced some actual kits from start to finish as well, which we'll be going into a bit more detail about a little later in the video. So first of all, I'm adding a lot of his wheel sets to the website without tires. Now I can add tires, but that just makes the wheels a little bit more expensive, and I'm still debating whether I should print them in the rubber that I've been using in a past video on the channel, or if I should just print them out of regular resin. Now the rubber is pretty cool, however it makes them about 2 to 3 times, maybe even 4 times as expensive as it would be if I just print them out of regular resin, which isn't really flexible, it's a bit hard, and you can just simply paint those black and have a fairly similar result, but that is all up to you guys, and I would love to know what you want to see. Now alongside those wheel sets, I will be printing his aftermarket upgrade sets as well. In this case, he has a set for the interior and also exterior for the Porsche 993 from Tamiya. Along with that, he has created a couple of kits too. I have done a full print and build on the Ariel Atom on the channel, I think about a year ago, and I will be doing the Morgan pretty soon as well on another 3D printer review coming in a couple of weeks. Now these could also become available in the web shop if you guys are interested, but again, I would like to know what you guys would like to see in the shop aside from the wheels, specifically which wheels, which interior upgrades, and also if you'd like to see the full kits being available there too. With that said, let's move into the shop and see what is available, and also again I want to know what you guys would like to see and how you would like to see it. So I have been testing this printer for about a week pretty extensively, running it night and day to print out various sets, see how they come out, what I can improve, and what I need to change in order to get the best results. Everything came out nice and smooth, and there weren't really any imperfections to show, and that is a pretty good sign for the printer, as it is straight out of the box. No adjustments to the software or the printer itself have been done, and it prints amazing quality. Now these sets that I have been printing are available in the web shop, ready to go. I have a couple of each set available, and you can just purchase them and they are ready to ship out. Now of course I won't only be selling the parts from Oliver, I will also be selling the parts from my friend Casey over at Slowly's Models. We have done a couple of collaborations in the past where he has designed wheels for my builds and made them available to you guys, but he has a lot of other designs as well. Now this is something I would like to have your input on. Since there are about 95, maybe even 100 sets of wheels and parts available by Casey alone, that is of course a lot to print and test and have available in the web shop. Now since I know and want to work with designers that I trust, these guys are printing and testing their own parts, making sure they actually work, and you can see that on their Instagram or Facebook pages. These parts are being printed, tested, and improved upon until they work, and then the files are uploaded on their cults pages and sold. So I would like to skip the part of test printing the parts myself, as they have already been designers and are pretty much ready to go. So instead of printing them all myself, I'm going to be uploading all of the products to the site. They are not printed, but are print to order. So when you click on a part and order it, they will still need to produce. That will add a bit of lead time to your order, and everything will be made clear on the pages themselves on how long they will be adding to your order process. But at the moment, I think it will be about a week. Even though I enjoy a good set of wheels, that's not the only thing I will be offering in the shop. I'm also collaborating with Blackbox STL, who has a lot more parts like engines, interior upgrades, seats, wheels, body kits, and all stuff like that. Again, just like all the other guys, he's testing and printing out the parts himself and isn't posting them until he is fully satisfied, and with body kits he is even fitting them to the actual kits they are designed for. Now these will also all be available in the web shop. Pricing will depend on how many parts, how long it will take to print, etc., and again, print to order. If you guys would like to see this in any different way, let me know down in the comments below, or you can contact me. If you have any parts that are not listed on the site but would want to have printed, let me know and we can work things out. I hope you guys are just as excited about this as I am, and would love to hear your feedback, as I've mentioned in the video just a couple of times. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys next time.